Okay, we got 11:30, so good morning, everybody, and happy Monday holiday week here. My name is Gail Hartfield, Senior Forecaster here at National Weather Service in Raleigh, and we are going to get started with the routine Monday weekly briefing. This will cover the period Monday through Sunday, today through the 27th, so next Sunday. Okay, so first thing we're going to look at is the upcoming weather pattern. Looks like we've got dry weather coming up here through the next couple of days and some pretty seasonable temperatures. We're going to be under generally high pressure is going to be sliding over the southeast states over the next couple of days. So at least dry weather through Wednesday and actually Wednesday night. So have any last minute shopping or things to do like that, you should be able to get that done under some pretty fair skies and some fairly seasonable temperatures, pretty close to normal. We will be having that high pressure. We'll be moving offshore off the East Coast by late Wednesday into Wednesday night. And then we've got a pretty strong cold front coming in to the area on Christmas Eve. And that will bring us a really good chance of some wet weather, pretty much a certainty. We're going to see some pretty widespread rain here Thursday into Thursday night, so Christmas Eve, ahead of the strong cold front. You might have heard some people rumbling about some snow, but for our area, it looks like there might be a few flakes as the rain ends, like really late Christmas Eve or very early Christmas morning, but we're not expecting any accumulation. Right now, just does not look like the ground will be cold enough for snow, so we're not expecting anything other than you might see some flakes in the sky, which is nice if you wake up early enough or you're up late enough on Christmas Eve night. Frigid high pressure will be building in for Christmas Day through the weekend, so it's going to be pretty chilly. Looks like temperatures are going to be peaking around 10 to 15 degrees below normal on Christmas Day, and warming up a little bit, 5 to 10 degrees below normal over the weekend. So still rather frigid as that cold high is going to be coming right out of Canada. So that will be bring us some pretty chilly temperatures for Christmas Day on through the next weekend. And looking at our Christmas climatology, here's a quick snapshot of some of our record lowest high temperatures we've ever had in this area on Christmas Day. And our high temperatures on Christmas Day are forecast to be ranging from 35 to 45. So coolest up in the northwest in the Triad area and warmest down in the southeast. And that could sneak into the top 10 coldest Christmas highs ever. You can see our coldest ever are really frigid down into the teens and 20s there. So we're not going to be seeing that for high temperatures. But Christmas night, we're going to be looking at lows in the 20s, both Friday night and Saturday night. And we could see some teens, especially Friday night. So it will be rather chilly, definitely much below normal. Looking at the severe weather potential, we don't expect any storms this week. I would not rule out you could see a stray lightning strike in our far southeast and coastal sections. This system coming through on Christmas Eve is going to be pretty vigorous. So that could induce a couple of lightning strikes, but that'll be mainly south and east of Fayetteville, and we're not expecting anything in this area. So nothing to worry about there. Looking at the accumulated rainfall forecast for the next 7 days, we're looking at, again, dry weather through Wednesday and widespread rain Thursday into Thursday night, so Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve night. And total rainfall there is looking to be about 3/4 of an inch to about 1.5 inches. And obviously we could see some a little bit higher or lower totals than that range across the area. So wouldn't be surprised at all to see a couple 2-inch totals. So that may cause a little bit of an uptick in river levels and streams may be running a little bit high, but overall we're not expecting it to be a flood-inducing kind of rainfall. And then dry weather is expected from midday on Christmas Day through the upcoming weekend. So dry weather after that, so we can dry out a little bit. Here's the 8 to 14-day outlook, courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center, looking at near normal temperatures for next week to head us into the new year, and a little bit better than average chance of some above normal precipitation. So we might see some wet weather. Looking at some of our computer models, looking at we could see a pretty strong storm coming in, pretty strong low pressure system coming in on Monday. So that looks like our next chance of any appreciable rainfall. Again, that looks like it's going to be rain. So, that's what we're looking at right now. It won't be cold enough for snow, but things could change. So we're looking at that. So next chance of rain looks like on Monday if anyone's traveling on that day. So again, here's a summary for the week. Dry weather for the next couple of days with seasonable temperatures. Looking at some wet weather, fairly high likelihood Thursday and Thursday night. I don't see how we're going to avoid it ahead of that really strong cold front. And again, maybe a few flakes as the rain ends, very late Christmas Eve night or very, very early Christmas morning, but not expecting any accumulation. Will be the best chance will be at the Virginia border. And again, it'll just be in name only. We're just going to see that fall from the sky if anything does happen. So, and then really cold high pressure rolling in Christmas Day through the upcoming weekend with much below normal temperatures expected to finish out the week. And as far as impacts and hazards, be aware that we will have wet roads on Christmas Eve. Could make for some treacherous travel, a little bit slow going. So hydroplaning could occur if you're not taking care. So take care and drive slowly and carefully. We will have some possibilities of snow in our mountains. Mainly on the west slopes of the North Carolina mountains Christmas Eve and day. So you may have some travel issues if you're traveling in that area. And then finally, with the cold temperatures coming up, you might want to make sure your hoses are unplugged and your pipes are checked and protected from the cold temperatures. And there's the outlook for the Raleigh area forecast. You can see those cold temperatures coming up around Christmas Day, but pretty nice ahead of that. Won't be too bad at all. So thank you all for attending, and have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And again, if you ever have any weather needs, let us know. Take care.